Hello and welcome to another booth, this time Dinpal, the Italian manufacturer of titanium mounts, like this ones. Very unique mounts. And Theodore, so...
Well, with Dinpal, they're quite new in the market, but very revolutionizing the market. So they're one of the few, if not the only ones, which are producing the mounts from titanium. So they are extremely light, but what is even more important is the style itself. As you can see, only a sheet of metal goes around the scopes, and on big scopes like the Swarovski DS, this is almost revolutionary because it's almost impossible to see the mounting. If you step a little bit further away, you have a feeling that the scope itself is floating in midair above the rifle. This is, I would say, the most interesting thing what we saw in mounting.
Something like this before.
Yeah, on this fair, this was definitely the biggest surprise of the whole IWA 2019. The first surprise is normally the design. The second surprise is the quality. The quality is just, when you check everything and see it's on the mark. It's really perfect, and all the small details, like, oh, I apologize, all the small details which you're able to see on the mounts, it's really well designed. So on all the parts where the mount connects with the scope, you see there are radiuses and so on. So they are nowhere. You're not able to do ring damage on the scopes. You just screw them with normal torque values, and the mount works perfectly. Yeah. The second thing what Dinpal works, and it's very interesting, is that they produce the blazer, whole blazer mount out of titanium. So it's extremely light. It features their special rings, and it looks, I would say, when you look at it from the side, almost identical to the original, even though the rings are nicer. Yeah. At least in my opinion.
Yeah, so far, Dinpal produces these mounts only for the most famous rifles, so like Remington, Mauser, and some other rifles like Zastam and so on. But they promise that they'll continue to develop new rings, new mounts for new rifles.
They innovate all the time.
They innovate all the time.
From the things which we saw on this fair, it's like they produce a quick release mounts with special bases on for different rifles, which are extremely thin and extremely low. And I believe that it's impossible to make equally small or low mount with any other material. Yeah. So you immediately gain a lot with titanium, because all the dimensions can be super thin and they still work because the material is so special.
That's correct. We can see that the ring is very thin. It's 0.3 millimeters, which is really amazing.
And it's also, it flex, so no lapping on anything else is needed on the scope, because it really goes on the shape of the scope.
Yeah, it's really interesting, because with some target shooters, they tend to have the lowest weight as possible. Yeah. And with such sleek design, such low weight, you achieve just this, I think.
I'm sure that especially for F-class shooters, on those which we even have in our company, Goran, which shoots F-class and has such a huge problems with the mass. Yeah. So he's searching for the lightest scope, the lightest mounts, and so on. Dinpal here is the perfect solution. Yeah. They are also able to produce two different, I would say, styles. One is the gray titanium color, and they can also normally produce their mounts in standard matte black color.
Correct.
I probably didn't mention all the products because they are still developing new products all the time, but you're able to get the blazer mounts of this type, fully made of titanium. Then you're able to buy different standard mounts for standard rifles, like Remington 700 and others. And I presume that in the future, more products even will be available.
Yeah, they also produce Picatinny rails for various rifles. They also produce the most conventional one-piece mounts for size Z and VM, Convex,
for the rail,
Swarovski, SR rail, and so on. Yeah.
They even showed me the titanium bolt action.
Yeah, interesting.
Which I think when the gunsmiths will see that, a lot of people wish to have a titanium bolt action rifle. Yeah. Okay, I hope you covered everything. Normally a lot of things are new. If you forgot something, check the article about Dinpal on our blog, or write questions below in the comments and we will get back to you.
Yeah. Take care.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye.